What's up, y'all? What it do? Welcome back to TinaBopper All The Way Live. I am your host. I am your girl. I'm TinaBopper. What's up? What's happening? How y'all doing? I'm not even gonna take my little woo-de-woo off my head just because. I don't know why, because it make my edges look worse if I let my braid hang down, then it'll cover my edges. But I don't want the hair in my face, so we just gonna leave it as is. But what's up, y'all? What it do? Welcome back. Hey, y'all. What's up? We here to talk. We gonna talk a little bit. We gonna mangle a little bit. That's what we're going to be doing this evening. I'm going to talk to y'all a little bit. I'm going to be your friend. I'm going to be your girl. I'm going to be your cousin. Because y'all know over here we cousins. And therefore we talking to... Let me say this. I'm always speaking to women. I make all of my content for women. Majority of the time, I am here to uplift women. I am trying to save a generation of women. If it just so happened to be a man, a guy, a fella who happens to stroll across my content, enjoy the content, stay, fine, cool, I bet. But I don't make content for men. I'm a woman, so I make content for women. That's what's makes logical sense. I can't sit up here and make content for men, even though men feel like they can sit up and make content for women. They can't, but yet and still they always trying it because they want a voice of tearing women down, making women seem like they the bad guy, to make women feel as if they're less important, as if they don't matter, as if they're not the gift, as if they're not the present. So yeah, and I'm here to combat all that and eventually, you know, get some listening ears. So somebody had told me, a dude had commented on my Facebook post and was like, I wouldn't disagree with what you say if you just would say some men, if you just wouldn't say all men. Let me say this, because there's a crusade of men. And I'm speaking to y'all, so when I'm speaking to y'all, I'm speaking to y'all. So y'all already know how it is. Those type of men, like the men who, not all men, trying to imply that he not that type. If he a hit dog, he gonna holler, and he know I'm talking about him. See, because a man is already a man in his own right and purposes. He wouldn't even find it offensive. The fact that you found it offensive is because you are exactly the dog that I'm speaking about. You and your homeboys are the dogs. Y'all the ain't shit. Y'all the one who just treat them bad, don't feed them, deprive them, don't let them control them, manipulate them, don't let them have friends, keep them from their family. All of y'all are them. All of y'all are those type of men. Anytime a man have to come up, he feel like he fighting for men, he that type. He that type. He ain't got shit to offer, and he hurt. He is butthurt, and he is trying to stand his ground. And the only way he can stand his ground is by saying, not all men, but you is. But you are. You is exactly the man I'm talking about. Your bum, barely providing ass. You got a bitch, and you will still go and take from single women. He's the type of man who will break up in a woman's house, who knows she stay there, her and her kids, knowing she at work, and will steal her TVs, food out the refrigerator and the freezer, and take it to his bitch that he cannot afford to feed, and take and steal from a bitch he fucking. Ain't shit these scoundrels got to say that I don't understand why y'all still listening to them, why y'all still laying down making babies that the government got to help you with them. He don't have none of his other kids. You still trying to make more children for him to not provide for. So the point of me talking to women is to try to have a voice that they can understand when I'm speaking it. They know that I'm not coming in a malicious way to tell them or to use them or to manipulate them. I'm just telling them the God honest truth. So that's where it's coming from. It's coming from a place of love. My places of love is my words that I have to give to you. The time that I took to make this video for you, the energy that I put into building this channel, all the things that I do for women, girls, anywhere that you are, that shows you my dedication. I'm not doing it for what you have in return for me. I'm not doing it for nothing. Just out the goodness of my heart, just to give you a word, just to let you know, just so you can peep it before it go too far. Men have been, it's 80% of murders are committed by men. 80%. Y'all are still laying up with them. These are the people, like, you are already, every time you pick a man that's of lower standards, no morals, no finances, every time he prison. Done been there, done that. Every time you add a man on his totem pole, see what they like to do is try to add the women, how many women he slept with, and that makes him feel of importance. Now, let's add up all these red flags and all these strikes you have in life against you, and let's see how no importance he really is. Because the difference is, I ain't saying think that you better than, you can't be friends with, or you can't socialize with nobody you came up with, you grew up with, you know them since y'all was. I ain't say that. But to lay down with him, you laying down with a man that ain't been to the doctor in 5 years. How that make you feel? How that make you feel? How that make you, like, to me, and if he have, it's because he coming out of prison. And this is what the girls want to brag on. I'm coming from a point of view like, that's not braggable. All of that is evil. All of that is bad. There is no way of saying and trying to sit up and talk bad. You know how they say one sin is no greater than the next? Exactly. So a bad person is a bad person. And y'all try to put those stigmas up on good people. You try to find these types of people will sit up and watch good people on the internet 5 and 10 years and try to wait on them to make a mistake. They'll be the first one to call it out. You've been following somebody for 10 years just on the internet, just on their internet persona and whatever they decide to provide for you as entertainment, whether they talking, whether they shopping, or whatever it is that they doing. You've been waiting and watching just so you can have something. Do you know what type of person you gotta be? You know how miserable your life gotta be for that to be how you are? That's crazy. So a lot of people would assume, because for one, you'll get to know me as you get to follow my videos through this year. So through 2023, you'll learn me as we go. But one thing about me is I don't really care about someone else's perception of me. I'm a kiki kaka at it because it's funny when it's so absolute opposite of who I am, because I find that so intriguing, because I want to know what is it that gives off such a wrong impression of who I am. What's giving that wrong impression? And not only that, so I also don't know the person who has the wrong impression of me, but what I've come to realize, do they wrong perception comes from within. So somebody can look at me and my confidence and it come off as arrogance to them because they don't have that. So when you lacking something, you could look at another woman have something, and women typically do this. It doesn't bother me because, like I said, I'm not a person that carries somebody else's burdens with them. I can recognize that somebody has a problem within themselves, and it has nothing to absolutely do with me. I would never let somebody, I've met people, I mean, we all meet people day to day, every day. You meet people that are broken, and then they try to implement their brokenness onto you, so you want to tell me your broken story of this man or this woman and that girl. I know you just broken because you're not healed, you're not fixed, you don't know who you are. It's an abundance of reasons. The reasons can go long and far between. But long story short, your perception of yourself is also causes you to put a perception off on somebody else. Not necessarily just who I am. But if you take time, pay attention, and listen to me, you'll kind of learn me. I'm not as, now let me say this, I don't answer the question. Okay, so I was on a date with a guy a couple of nights ago, and on the date he asked me, what do you like your man to do for you on a weekly basis? Like, what is one of your requirements that you love, that brings you joy in your relationship with your guy? And I didn't answer. I was very elusive. The reason I didn't answer was because why the would I give you the handbook on pleasing me? The reason why I say that is because I have met people who pretended to be something that they weren't just to get with me. Learning from that experience, that was years and years ago though. I think that was probably the only thing I learned from that experience. No, in my real life, for my friends and family, they always tell me I've never been with a bad guy. That's not true. Okay, true. But I've met bad guys. You see what I'm saying? Like, just because I've never committed to a bad guy, I've met him. Yeah, I've met him. I've talked to him. I've chilled with him. We've been on dates and all the things, but I'm not keeping that. Why would I keep that? Who in the, but I understand, because a lot of black women keep the man that is available to them, and I'm just not one of them. I'm definitely not one of them. What we talked about doing this video is guys who they will know when he ain't hitting on ish. So a guy know when he not hitting on nothing. He know when he not making nothing happen. He know when he dogging you out. What women do is try to stop so much of that from happening to women who we deem non-deserving. And if you see, or if you around somebody and you can tell that they are, men always want to say that not all men, not all men, not all men. That's their main thing, not all men. But if a say not all men, he one of them. But you is, because you is, your homeboy is, because y'all all bums together. So when I'm telling a woman not to be with a man that beat on her, mistreat her, treat her any kind of way, do her any kind of way, when I'm telling or I'm talking about that in a post or wherever it is that I'm talking about it, and a man got to come on there and say not all men, bruh, but you though, okay, you, your homeboys, your brother, okay, you, because for some reason they think if they say it out their mouth, people fail to realize saying stuff out your mouth don't make it true. You saying that you not a ain't shit nigga don't make me believe you not a, I'm looking at you, you ain't got nothing going for yourself. And let me say this, I don't even have to know you personally. I'm looking at you, you raggedy of the raggedy of the raggedest. You a raggedy ass nigga. Why is you talking to me? You see what I'm saying? Like, but not only that, and that's the only thing I wish with social media, like social media let the grounds cross where you would never even talk to me in real life, but social media give you a little space where you can talk to me, and I don't like that. That's the only thing I don't like about social media, is the mother suckers talking to me that I don't talk to. You not even who I'm talking to, and I'm talking to females, and I'm talking to women, I'm talking to girls, but yet and still here yo bummy ass come with these not all men rah. Boy, get your bum ass on. And these men, they been in hurt. They know what I'm talking about. They know the type of men they are. Y'all sit up and be with a man that you know is mistreating you, and then sitting there telling yourself this is delusion, and this is the delusion that women live in, that they need help from and saving from. You will let a man sit up here and act like he don't know he mistreating you. He know he dogging your stupid ass side. He know you stand for him dogging your dog ass side. He know everything he doing to you. He know the wrong. He know he can do whatever, and you still gonna be there. Because why? Oh shit, I don't know. I can't fucking tell you. And let me say this before I go on this little tidbit. If y'all don't know, I have a few male friends. So my dude friends always telling me, you sex, you always against men. Yeah, I supposed to be. You like my biggest predator. All black women should look at men in this way. I don't know why they don't. Because you're dangerous. If someone is going to kill me, it's more likely that it's going to be a man than anything else. And then you like, why am I sexist? That's like a deer and you asking him why he's scared of guys in camo. Why he run every time he sees a man dressed in camo in the woods trying to blend in with the damn trees to shoot him. Why wouldn't I be? Why wouldn't a deer be? We both know why you're here and what you're capable of doing. So yeah, y'all, I just wanted y'all to know, take care of yourself. Don't let no piece of shit make you feel like you deserve nothing less. Don't continue to stay in these abusive, bad ass relationships and feel as if you're stuck, because you know you're not growing. You know you don't feel loved. You know you crying. You know you need, like, everything you already know. Nobody have to tell you. I don't have to tell you. The internet don't have to tell you. The counselor don't have to tell. Therapists don't have to tell you. You know how you feel and how you want to feel. You know how you want your life to be. You know if you want a family or if you just want struggle of and all those things. But y'all, we're gonna talk deeper and get deeper into it and just have a little chit chat as we mosey on into January. But it's gonna be a good year. I'm predicting 2023 gonna be a good year. I'm here, y'all here. So it's definitely gonna be a year of growth and all those things. We just gonna get a little bit more comfortable and talk about and do all the things. So yeah, live life in abundance. I'll see y'all. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day, and I'll catch y'all in the next. Bye, y'all.